everybody, good day to you and welcome to this really random update video. I'm just really quickly doing this one because I decided something. So this is an update on one specific thing. Awoken! Yeah, that thing that possibly was forgotten about because I possibly forgot about it for good reasons. The main thing going on with that is obviously I had a lot of things happen over the course of the last couple of years. My gosh, it's almost like, I can't believe how quickly this year feels like it's going. Like, I can't. I seriously feel like it's going way too fast. I'm weird. But I've had a lot of stuff happen, and it's made it very difficult to continue, like, animating Awoken, which was a big issue, especially when I improved in animation so quickly that I looked back at it and wasn't happy with it anymore. And when I tried to reanimate it based on according to the current script, I couldn't do it. It wouldn't let me. Like, my brain would not let me animate it with the script the way it was. So I went, okay, and my writing skills kicked in and decided to rewrite the script, which I did. It went from 4 pages to, 6. Yeah. So, the original episode, I did finish animating that. It ended up being 8 minutes and 30 seconds, around that, with the opening and ending sequences. I never really felt comfortable wanting to post that. I would have done it, if only to show you guys what the end product would look like in the end, but I decided I didn't want to, because I wasn't comfortable with it. And even while attempting to reanimate it, before I even gave up on trying to reanimate it based on the current script, I had a bit of issues with personal stuff, which was making me lose a lot of my motivation. I didn't start getting it back till very recently. And I was having a lot of issues with mainly a couple of voice actors that were important for the first episode. Like, they were part of the first episode. One I'd been communicating with, but then they kind of did a poof and vanished. And the other just didn't respond to anything I said. And then I've forgotten my casting call password because I haven't been on there for so long, and I'm not going through the effort of recovering it. And considering I've changed a lot of things since I originally did it, I've got a couple of new characters that I've created. Well, one that it's still sort of in process of creation. I'm getting help from a friend of mine with that. I decided that I'm gonna redo it, like, basically from scratch. I have the original stuff on my laptop, and I will probably go through the really lazy effort of recording the audio to go with the original first episode. To the point that, heck, I might even, when I eventually get voice actors again, do it with those voice actors, be like, hey, do you guys mind recording this really lazy first episode and calling it a pilot? Yeah. So I will end up putting out a proper casting call at some point in the next week, I think. My intention is to work on the reanimation, I'm gonna say reanimation, so that I can get a preview out by my birthday. I'm not gonna say the proper thing, because if I say that, it'll never get done. But if I say a preview, then this simply means that whatever I've done, I can choose a snippet of that to show you guys. And if I've only finished a snippet of it, I can show you that snippet that I have finished. Yeah! A lot of things have changed from the original episode, and when I do eventually put up that version of it, I'll probably point out the things that did not continue onwards. For example, the ending theme has changed, because I found a random Japanese song, or just looking at random Japanese songs to put to the transformation sequences. I found a song that I really liked, and then while listening to it, because I just thought, oh, this is a cool song, I can listen to it while I'm animating. While listening to it, one bit of it, though I don't have any idea what it means, was really catchy and felt like an ending sequence, and it worked. So I'm basically reanimating everything. The transformation sequences, this, that, and the other. I'm currently reanimating Asuna's transformation sequence since I put hers out first, so it only makes sense the first preview of the new version will be Asuna's. Just makes sense. Hers is going to have more movement, but not too much more, since I actually got feedback from a very good friend of mine who said that they actually very much preferred Asuna's style of, like, not very much movement, just sort of being there. So while there is more movement in this, it's a bit less, so that it's like, oh, magic. It'll probably be a slightly longer transformation too, but aside from that, update-wise, I've pretty well caught you up on the most important stuff that I wanted you guys to know, like, immediately. A few things have changed about the story as well. Like, the original story was so cliche. I'm not even kidding. Oh my god. Too cliche. Gah! And I felt like, looking at it from where I was originally going to take it, I wasn't happy with it then either, because it was like, yeah, there are some things from that version that have crossed over into this new story style that I'm going with. Like a certain event that's going to occur at some point in the season. I'm not going to tell you when, at some point in the series. Yeah, that particular event has not changed. That particular event will always remain the same event. But a lot of the information, for example, about the difference about the caverns and the thing that protects them from things that protect humans from the caverns, and the stuff about Awokens, and the idea that the character that is currently in development is actually a guy, because you want to know why I call them Awoken? I call them Awoken not because that's a cool name, because they aren't magical girls, they're magical people. They can be girls and guys, so I figured Awoken. There we go, gender neutral name. And so I thought while it's more typical for them to be girls, because it's a magical kind of power and it's all magical girly anyway, so of course a girl's going to go for that over a guy in most situations, typically. I figured that it'd be cool to introduce a random guy who's an Awoken. So I'm getting a bit of a hand from a friend of mine with that, because I was a bit stuck about what to do. I also invented another character. I'll show you her character sheet right now. Her name's Amiri Kana. She was slightly... I created her and then went back to rewatch Magical Girl School, because I love rewatching that sometimes. And, realized that she was partially based off of this character that appeared in the final episode. Like, she's got the same sort of color scheme going on, and the outfit's very similar, and I'm looking at it like, oops! Didn't mean to do that! Okay, edits will be needed to be made. So edits will very definitely be made. But, if you are a member of the original cast and you still want to keep doing this, feel free to, like, on the casting call thing, like, when I do the casting call video, let me know information about how that's gonna work, because I'm not using Casting Call Club, because I can't always get onto that. I can get onto something like my emails every day, but I can't nearly every day, but I can't get onto Casting Call almost ever now. I just don't have the time. So I'm going to use my emails this time. I'll explain how that's going to work when that video comes out. As you can hear, my mic has improved a little, but it still sucks. I might try to record a cover like this and then just sort of go, well, I'll re-record it once I've gotten a new mic, but at least now I can record proper videos again. Thank you guys for listening to this really long update. I'm going to basically short state what I was talking about in the description. So if nothing I just said made sense to you, read the description. Please. I beg you. Aside from that, thank you guys very much for listening. I will see you guys at some point in the next week when I upload the casting call video. Thank you so much for watching. And, yeah, I will see you all in my next video. I don't remember if I already said that. Oh well. Yours, Momo.